Hello, my name is Greg Dixon from Storyvan TV, and today we're talking to Melisa D Moorhouse from Vermont, and she's a singer-songwriter and does something really special for taking people's stories and putting them into songs. So maybe you can tell us a little bit about yourself, Melissa.
Sure. So, my name is Melissa, and I am a singer-songwriter. And I do all the typical things a singer-songwriter does. I do, live performances. I write songs, and I write, record, and release music under the artist name Melisa D. But then also, I have a custom songwriting business. So I will write, perform, and record a custom song that reflects your unique story. And the song can be used, at a wedding for the first dance. It could be used in a ceremony, as the bride's walking down the aisle. It can also other ideas. It can be used on a podcast as an intro, or an outro, like a jingle. Other uses, you could also if you have like a campaign and you're a mission-driven business, having your own song can really bring your branding and marketing up to that next level. So that's pretty much what I do. I have an incredible team. I work closely. I have a wonderful producer named Jason, and a whole team of musicians for all the parts. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I really like getting to know people and their stories.
No, that's fabulous. And what I really like about this is that you take everything from listening to to their story, and then coming up with the song, arrangement, and then all of the professional production of it too. It's
Mhm.
really a full service.
It
And
is.
so
Yeah.
what got you into being interested in people's stories and converting them into songs?
Yeah. So, I've always written songs since I was a little kid. And um, I'm also I'm in the helping profession and a counselor. So I've been listening to people's stories for years. So I'm really good at that. And, picking up on the little nuances and pieces and parts of a story, and reflecting that back to them a lot of times. So it just seemed like a natural fit of my two skill sets, listening and writing. Um, and I love being a singer-songwriter and writing, my own songs. And so it's like the best of both worlds, this business.
No, that's really good. You're doing what you love, and you're also helping people. And I also like that you can apply that to companies or charities or anything really, or weddings or anniversaries.
Mhm.
Um, I have we did an interview with Ross Cohen, and he writes poetry and speeches. It's
Oh,
kind of
wow.
similar. Yeah, so his process is similar. He does a lot of research into somebody's background, and then he'll convert it into a speech, and then he often will give them like a retirement speech or something, give a very elaborate plaque to store it with him. And sometimes he's done memorials where he's gone to the memorial, and the people were supposed to read his poem, but they've lost it, and he's ended up doing it himself because
Oh, yeah.
they're too they're crying or too emotional about it, and I think music is very powerful in that way too, and it's very good service that you offer. And any anything else that you really get inspired with? Like what sort of music do you like best?
I pretty much like it all, except for like hardcore rap. But basically my style is, folk rock, alternative country, pop. I grew up with 80s pop, so that's, probably comes out in my music, I'm sure, those influences. And though that's my style when I'm meeting with people. I really I find out like what style they like to, and work with the producer to try to incorporate that into the, um, the production. Like if somebody wants more pop, like with some beats, the producer can do that, that kind of thing. Because typically a lot of my stuff is, with the guitar and or a piano and, a bass and kind of more that traditional setup. But yeah,
Yeah, well, maybe we can take a look at your website, and I think you've got some sample music on there we can listen to.
sure, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh, one really cool thing a newer thing I just started doing is, the whole process with the custom songs. We do a song creation meeting, and I gather all the information, and then there's 2 song reveal sessions. So after the first one, if there's any changes they want or tweaks, then I can do that, and then we meet again, and I, show them the revised one. But then at the end, when song's all done, it's all produced and everything. One option is people can have it. I can place it on, Spotify, Apple, all the major platforms, so they can share it easily, like with their friends and family, which is it's a new thing. It can be on TikTok, so that's pretty cool.
I got 2 million hits on TikTok.
Right, exactly. So it's just a lot of fun. People get to see their song, out on the major platforms.
Yeah, well, that's fabulous. So let's go take a look here at your website.
Yeah.
So there we go, and it has. We're just talking about the custom songs, and
Yeah.
so the package and the offer here is there.
Yeah. Yeah. You just go on my main site, which is I'm gonna plug myself here, melisadmusic.com. So Melisa D as in dog, music.com.
Do you think we should play the song here right now?
Sure. That's just a little teaser clip, so it's short.
Okay, sure.
You are the love of my life. You are the love of my life. When I met you, I had no clue that you'd heal my heart, that had come apart. You sewed my heart back together with a magic kind of thread.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
So as you know, one of the things that Bonnie and I do is we do story productions. So
Yes.
yeah, so we do, and that can take almost any form. That's, sometimes video interviews, sometimes collecting all their photos, putting together songs. I'm working on what I'm calling the Rocket Norton Vault, which has all of his creative output for his entire life, including he played in a band called Prism and other bands out of Vancouver, and it's like concert footage and photos, and
Oh, wow.
and he also wrote 4 books, and maybe more coming up, and we put everything in one spot. And what am I interested in talking with you is I really think your song approach to the whole storytelling, it would fit in perfectly. So we're hoping to work with you in the future to do things.
Oh, I would love that. That would be wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to run the website address on here in our magic ticker tape.
Yeah, that's slick.
There we go. And I don't know if there are anybody in the audience here have any questions for Melisa. Let us know.
Yeah.
And
Where is this streaming? Is it on LinkedIn?
Everywhere.
Oh, wow.
Usually, today, usually I stream
that.
to YouTube, and I'll send you a link. Also, my LinkedIn channel, and we've got well, 4 possible YouTube or Facebook pages that we stream to.
Mhm.
Today, I stream to most of them, and
Wow.
even my own personal Facebook, which I almost never stream anything. But I thought this was going to be fun for people to see.
Yeah. This is great. Hi, everybody.
Hey, everybody! Yes,
I'm all over. This is cool.
you're all over. And you know, the funny thing about this is often people don't really see it, or most people don't see it when it goes live, but they can go back. Like some of the things on my LinkedIn channel, people like a week later discover it. Oh, that's cool. or a month, you know. So
Yeah, I know I've done that with you guys with your stuff. Your wife Bonnie had that incredible interview with that sound healer lady.
yeah,
And I caught it after, and I was like, "Wow, this is really cool."
yeah, yeah, yeah. Many of the people that we, especially that Bonnie interviews, have been in some kind of healing arts
Mhm.
or health related things. I do a lot of music, and because that's my background,
Yeah.
and business things. So
Absolutely, that
yeah,
makes a lot of sense. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
very cool. And you guys travel all over in a van, right? Is that?
Well, we live in we have a 25-foot Class C RV,
Mhm.
but since COVID-19, we've generally spent 6 months at a time parked somewhere. we were we were in the Okanagan, a place called West Kelowna, and then we were on Bowen Island near Vancouver, and then we're in Merritt, but we were flooded out. So then we went to California. Bonnie she was born in Los Angeles, and her dad lives in the Mojave Desert, and she has siblings in the Los Angeles area and Bishop. So, and often, most years, Southern California is a place to be in the winter because we try to stay between the alligator line and the snow line. But a few years ago, we did drive all the way from Vancouver to Key West, Florida, and
That's a
then
fun place.
all places in between. I wrote an article called 18,000 miles between the alligator line and the snow line.
Oh, I bet that's a good read. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. And eventually I want to fluff it out and have more information for all those spots, because Bonnie and I have friends and relatives throughout it's like Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, Nevada, California, so Arizona. So we stopped off to visit quite a few people, and now I really loved Vermont. I've driven through Vermont in the same RV, and then I also, for whatever reason, have a bunch of contacts in North Carolina, and I've somehow missed North Carolina. We've been to South Carolina and Tennessee, but
Yeah.
so we're gonna have to make another trip down through your neighborhood there and fill in the New England states.
Oh yeah. Gosh, if you're ever in Vermont, look us up. We'll go
Yeah,
get a coffee or something. That'd be fun.
that'll be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love that.
Okay. So any other last words you want to pass on? Just an invitation to come. You know, for sure, go visit her site here. Be
And
sure to put up the right one.
yeah, and I also would like to invite anyone listening to sign up for my mailing list. I have a free special gift for you, a 4-song care package, and that I'll send your way. And then you can keep up with all the latest stuff,
Yes.
different releases that I'm doing and projects.
Different releases, and you get out and perform regularly too, do you?
I do, yeah, mostly in my area. I don't tour out of like far away, usually New England. And
Yeah.
years ago I did a little bit of touring,
Yeah.
but I've never toured in a big way. So if you're in this area, you can catch me. And I want to I'm gonna kind of like survey people that listen to my stuff to see if anyone would be interested in me doing any Facebook lives or Instagram lives. So, and that way
Okay.
all over could listen.
Yeah, that'd be great. So that's so anybody else who's doing broadcast really that you're looking for, Facebook Live, yeah, any of those things.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at, because I am, like I said, I do some local stuff, but I, just to get out there more. And I was doing a YouTube show for a while called Crooning and Coffee. It wasn't a live performance, but I would go on and just like do a song and put it on YouTube. So, and I did that during the pandemic because, I wasn't doing any live shows. So,
yeah. I participated in something like that. Some friends of ours had this. They did an worldwide open mic.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and so what they did is they broadcast it on Facebook Live, and you basically signed up for a slot, right? You could have 15-minute slot and said, I'm going to do mine at 4:50 or 7:45 or something like that. And so they just you went from one to the other, and it was a bit of everything. A lot of musicians. I did one of my songs, but there were people who did poetry readings or told jokes or whatever. It was almost anything. And the cutest one, I don't remember their names. It was a couple in the Los Angeles area, and the husband was playing a cello, and the wife had a baby. They had a young baby, and it was all about being a parenthood, right? And so he was playing, and she was singing, and then it come up, and it was just so well done. And I looked them up, and they were a professional duo. They had been really seasoned musicians, but it sounded like it, but they just made it fun.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, she was making something on the stove or something, doing this.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. So maybe you and I can do something like that. Do a live. We
could do like a duet or something. Yeah.
Or like a worldwide open mic or something.
Oh, that could be really fun. Yes. Now my mind's going. I'm like, ding, 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 ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
I do
on that note, thanks for joining us today. And I'm going to play that little video again that we had at the start, and we'll see how that goes. And thank you very much. And be sure to reach out to Melisa, sign up for her mailing list and get the songs and learn more about what she does.
Thank you so much, Greg. I appreciate you having me on the show today.
Thank you.